Welcome to the last video for R5. Guys, I love this one. I love this one. Simplifying complex fractions is so much fun. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. All right, check this out. So what we want to do is we want to look at what a complex fraction is. It's fractions within fractions, okay? You can't have that. You're not allowed to have fractions within fractions, but I like to get rid of them. They're pretty fun to get rid of. So what you do to get rid of them is you find the lowest common denominator of all of the subfractions, okay? So let's look at our subfractions. I got this one here and this one here. And both of them have the same denominator. So the lowest common denominator of all of our subfractions is just x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole big fraction. I'm going to multiply the top by x. I'm going to multiply the bottom by x. How can I do that? How come I can do that? How come I'm allowed to just go around and multiply by x over x? Because it's 1, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to take this x and we're going to distribute it to here. And when I do that on the top, I get x. And when I take that x and I distribute that to here, well, I get 1 times x, which is x over x. And what does x over x simplify to? See, when you multiply the entire complex fraction by the lowest common denominator of all the subfractions over itself, you're multiplying by 1, you're also clearing out all those subfractions. It's really neat. So now I'm going to take this x here and distribute it to this 1, and when I do that, I get x. And when I take this x and I multiply right here, these x's cancel, I'm left with just minus 1. So I get x plus 1 over x minus 1. Pretty fun, pretty neat, huh? Pretty fun, pretty neat, huh? All right, look at this one. Here, I have 1 over x plus 3 minus 1 over x all over 1 over x. So we look at our subfractions. What's our lowest common denominator? Well, here we have a factor of x. Here we have a factor of x plus 3, so it's pretty easy to find. And here we have a factor of x, which is the same in that one, so that one doesn't really matter. So it's pretty easy to find the lowest common denominator of all the subfractions because it's just going to be this factor, x, times that factor, x plus 3, all right? Now, we're going to take this x times x plus 3, and we're going to multiply it to here, and we're going to multiply it to here. Okay? Now, when I take this x plus 3 and I multiply it to here, I get x times x plus 3. And look what's going to cancel. The x plus 3's. And the only thing I'm left with is x. And when I take it and I multiply it to here, what cancels? The x term. So I'm left with minus x plus 3. Now let's do it to the bottom, right? I'm going to take the x times x plus 3 to there, and what I get is I get 1 times x plus 3 over x, and the x's cancels. So really, this x is going to be canceled by that x, and I'm left with x plus 3. If you didn't get it, rewind it, watch it again. You'll get it, I promise, eventually. Now I got to combine the like terms on the top. X minus x cancels the x's. Minus positive 3 just leaves me minus 3 over x plus 3. That's it. All right, let's try another one. Okay. So let's do, I want to find the ugliest, nastiest one. Let's do 3 over x squared minus 16 plus x over 1 over x minus 4. Wow, look at that. But it's not bad, I love it. All right, what do you think we're gonna do with this x squared minus 16? When you see something like that, I want you to see that and be like, hey, I don't like the form of that. We're gonna factor it, right? So when we factor x squared minus 16, we get x plus 4, x minus 4. Nothing changed as far as the value of that. We just changed the way it looks. Now it's easy to see what's the lowest common denominator of all the subfractions. So here I get x plus 4, x minus 4 as my denominator. This one just has an x minus 4. So we're going to multiply by x plus 4 times x minus 4 over x plus 4 times x minus 4. And watch how neat this is. When I take this here, this, I'm going to distribute to all of this, meaning I'm going to multiply that to there. And when I do that, what is this x plus 4, x minus 4 going to do to this x plus 4, x minus 4? It's going to cancel it. And what's the only thing that I'm going to have left with in my numerator? Just a 3. Just a 3. And now I'm going to take this and distribute it to that x. So I'm going to get plus x times x plus 4 times x minus 4. Right? We're going to clean that up in just a bit, okay? Now on the bottom, I'm going to take this x plus 4, x minus 4, and multiply it to this fraction. Now look, what's going to cancel? Do you see it? These are on the top. This is on the bottom. This x minus 4 is going to cancel that x minus 4. And I'm left with just x plus 4 on the bottom. All right, so we got to clean up this top a little bit. So we got to multiply these three factors together. Is there an order in which we should do it? Maybe something's easier than something else? Well, didn't we start with this, but in its factored form? And then wouldn't that multiply if we distribute it to x squared minus 16? Isn't x squared minus 16 the same as x plus 4, x minus 4? It certainly is. So this equals to 3 plus x times x squared minus 16 over x plus 4. All right? Now how about we just distribute that x? And then we'll have 3 plus x cubed, because x times x squared is x cubed, minus 16x, and then over x plus 4. I mean, I'm fine with you leaving it like that, but if you want to rearrange the numerator so that it's in standard form, we could do that. It'd be x cubed minus 16x plus 3 if I rearranged it. I think there's a ghost in here. I keep hearing banging noises, and I'm the only one here. I'm starting to get just a little bit scared. All right, guys, thank you very much. I know this is hard, but this one I hope you don't think is that hard. I hope you like it. And the more fun you is, the less hard it is. I am enjoying this. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.